Okay, hi everybody, and welcome again to one of our travel talks. Today we're going to be talking with Christina Falcone, who is our business development specialist with MSC Cruises. A lot of people have not heard of MSC, Christina, so this is a new product virtually for people in the U.S. But MSC is a global cruise line, which most people don't realize. They are a part of Mediterranean Shipping Company, which is the world's second largest container shipping operator. I understand that you guys have got offices in 45 countries and that you employ about 25,000 people worldwide. But MSC is relatively new in the U.S. as far as the ships that have been here and the length of time that they've been here. They are the fourth largest cruise line in the world, so they're pretty big. So, Charlie, if you want to say something about our experience on MSC, that would be great.
I'd love to. We, some years ago, had the pleasure of sailing on an MSC ship in the Yacht Club. And this is a product that I feel confident Christina is going to spend some time talking about. But the Yacht Club on MSC is a product, it's a ship within a ship. There are about 150 guests on the ship in the Yacht Club. The Yacht Club has its own private bar and lounge. It has a private restaurant. It has a private pool and lounge area, that sort of thing. It is key controlled for entry. And we thoroughly enjoyed the quiet and the advantages of being on a large ship with all of the amenities that you associate with a large ship, but having our own little enclave where we could hide out and be away from all the noise and hustle and bustle. So our experience with MSC is really good, and as I say, I'm confident Christina's going to share that with us and tell us even more about the ships themselves. MSC has a reputation of having some of the most beautiful ships in the ocean, to the extent that many people consider an MSC cruise simply because of the beauty of the hardware. So with no further ado, Christina, take it away.
Well, thank you, Charlie and Sherrie, for that wonderful and marvelous introduction. I'm so glad that you've had such wonderful experiences with MSC Cruises, and the Yacht Club is definitely something that we are going to focus on today. There's lots going on with MSC Cruises as a brand and globally, as we have started to see some of our ships restart over in Europe. So we are one of the first major cruise lines to start over in Europe and really resume cruising in this post-COVID era. So with that, I would like to lead in with that because we really are leading the way with just how we are bringing our guests on board and how we're welcoming them with all of the stringent protocols and health and safety that we have in place, in hopes that we'll be able to cruise here sooner in the US. So we have put together a blue ribbon COVID expert group. With this, we've had many health and safety measures in place for our MSC Grandiosa, which has been sailing successfully on 7-night cruises round trip from Genoa, currently only available to guests and citizens of the Schengen region, which is of the European Union. So unfortunately, none of our US guests can come on board and enjoy a cruise right now, but this is really setting the stage and helping us get ready for those cruises to resume here in North America, hopefully soon. As you may know, many cruise lines, including us, we've canceled now through November 30th, but we are hopeful that this last extension from the CDC and CLIA of October 31st and then voluntarily through November 30th, that we'll be able to resume cruising prior to the end of the year. So we're very hopeful for that. So with that, we've really developed key international and national health authorities. We've partnered with them, especially over in the European Union. We've gone above and beyond what they're asking us to really put in place with our ships. So we have a support of a team of external health and medical experts. Our protocols cover all aspects of the cruise experience, everything from your time of booking all the way through once you're home from your cruise. And of course, we'll continue to evolve our programs and health and safety measures as we see fit and as deemed necessary by the area. So we're very proud of what we've been doing, and we're proud to have led the way with what we are doing. So again, the MSC Grandiosa has been a great success in welcoming our guests back on board, with just a few things that I'd like to call out that are being done here on the Grandiosa, and what I can only assume will be brought back here to the US as we look to resume cruising. Universal passenger and crew testing. So our crew is tested 3 times before they come into contact with any guest. So they're tested at their port of embarkation when they leave their home country. Once they arrive to the ship, then they go through a 2-week quarantine, and then they're tested again before they're put into service. Our passengers are being tested at the port. At the port of Genoa, we have the ability to test 300 passengers per hour. So it's a rapid test that's usually gives us a result within 1 hour of being tested. From then, if they do provide a negative, they are allowed to sail. If they come back positive, we give them a secondary test to see if it was a false positive or if indeed they truly are positive, and then they are denied boarding and not able to sail along anyone that traveled with them. Our bubble type shore excursions. This is something that I think guests may see as us limiting their cruise experience, but it's really helping ensure the health and safety of all guests. By doing these bubble type shore excursions, they're only allowed to leave with our shore excursion experts and our shore excursion suppliers that have actually been tested. They're following our protocols as well, so they can help ensure the health and safety of our guests. Masks and maintaining social distance. So our ship right now, it holds about 6,000 passengers. It's only sailing at about 25 to 50% per sailing. So we're really reducing that capacity, really allowing for the maximizing of social distancing. Masks are required to be worn as you're walking around the ship. Once you are seated at your table for dinner, lunch, breakfast, you are then permitted to take it off. You know, and as well as on the pool deck, we are spacing out all the chairs so that they can maintain that social distance. Our reduced capacity, our ventilation enhancements, we have gone through and we have 100% fresh air circulating through our ship, so there is no recycled air being cycled through the ships and in the staterooms. We've also included specialized health, medical, and sanitation measures, including we have a group of cabins set aside if there does need to be a quarantine in place for certain guests on board. We've also enhanced our medical facilities to include ventilators and more modern and medical equipment to handle the coronavirus symptoms until we can get to a port where they can receive more medical attention. And then most recently, we've been featured on Good Morning America, just showing how cruising is working in this age of COVID. So I'll go ahead and let the video speak for itself and just kind of see how those protocols are being put into place. Okay, that video didn't want to play, I'm sorry. I'll get that video to you guys so you guys can see it, but just kind of shows what we're doing here in or over in Europe and how it's being put into place. So MSC Cruises is the world's fastest growing cruise line, sailing to more than 200 destinations around the world, offering an enriching and immersive cruise experience. So MSC Cruises is leading the way in our sustainability at sea, with our entire fleet being carbon neutral, and new ship builds are highlighting our fuel efficiency and LNG engines. So as they said in our beginning, as Charlie and Sherrie mentioned, we have this wonderful unity with the sea. Our story really began over 300 years ago when the family that owns MSC Cruises really started the cargo business, and that's kind of the first record of when we did have MSC Cruises kind of born in the 1600s. So we have a very long history with the sea and a very respectful relationship with the sea as well. So not only are we the world's largest privately owned cruise line, but we're now the largest cruise company by capacity, and we're number 4 in that. We have 4 ships sailing from North America. We have 17 ships currently in our fleet and 8 more coming by 2027. So this company is really dedicated to bringing you the sleekest and most beautiful ships at sea and getting you to those destinations that are unparalleled and that everybody really does want to visit. We have over 180 nationalities welcomed on board. And again, we sail to over 200 destinations around the world. We're currently the leading cruise line in Europe, South America, and the Persian Gulf. So we do have ships that are constantly touching those points. And then in the Caribbean, we have 4 ships here sailing from North America, which we'll touch on a little bit later. So what makes us different? So we're inspired by our European heritage. You can see that throughout our ships. You can see that throughout just the touches and the personalizations that are put into our ships. They are classically and beautifully designed. We welcome over 180 nationalities on board. Given the fact that we're so large in Europe and South America, no matter where you're sailing to, you're going to have just such wonderful interactions and conversations with people who you will not have met, you know, down the street from your house or in your same city. So it's so great to get onto a ship and really feel like even when you're cruising the Caribbean, you feel like you're cruising the world with MSC Cruises. It really brings that touch of the Mediterranean and of Europe into our ships on each and every sailing. So why will guests love us? So MSC Cruises really does have glamorous, modern, and innovative ships. We are constantly adding technology to our ships to heighten just how connected you can be to make sure that you have everything that you desire on your cruise, as well as making them glamorous and modern. Our ships have just such classic designs that even those that are in port on a different cruise will see an MSC ship on board and say, oh my goodness, I have to get on that ship. And as Charlie said, yes, some people have booked us just to say, I have to get on your ship because they are so beautiful. So they really stick to a very sleek and modern design within our cruise ships. With each one that is built, we continue to build on those designs, but we have a very strong foundation of how we want our ships to look and how we want to present ourselves to the world. So again, our European style, and again, bringing them to everything that they want to discover, those hidden gems and one-of-a-kind experiences, both ashore and on board. So who is the right, yes?
When you said hidden gems, that's those stairways that are Swarovski crystal stairways are the most amazing, beautiful things ever.
These are, and you'll see it in a couple other pictures, but we very much like to highlight our Swarovski crystal staircases. It is a staple on board every one of our ships, and it's just lines our atriums. It's also in the yacht club. So we really have taken this and made it our showstopper, our showstopper piece and our staple, our statement piece, as I like to say. Every woman likes to have that statement piece jewelry. Well, this is ours for MSC Cruises, and it is stunning, and you will take, countless pictures on board at these staircases each and every time you have the opportunity to do so. So yes. So who is the right guest for MSC Cruises? I know that probably thinking, if you've never heard of us, well, why would I want to sail with you? So the right guest for MSC Cruises really is that curious traveler that likes to engage in multicultural experiences. They enjoy traveling like a local and wanting to immerse in the secret treasures of that destination. So they want to go off that beaten path. They don't want to just, if you're in Rome, they don't want to just go to the Colosseum. They want to go to those small little bars and shops and really truly live like that local and go to those off-beaten paths. Our sophisticated traveler is perfect for the yacht club, as Charlie mentioned, with the exclusive touch, sophistication, and they favor Europe. So they really favor those one-up experiences. They want to be pampered. They want to have that small ship feel, but with those big ship amenities, which is something that MSC Cruises really does offer quite well. And then, of course, our families. We want those learning families. They want to bring in, those land experiences and really create those memories with their children. It's not about the kids club and the biggest water slide or or zip lines, which we do have, but it's not just about that. It's about creating those memories and bringing that family together. So they want to experience it together. So for example, in Europe, we really focus on our families that are learning, and we feature family-focused shore excursions to keep the children engaged and excited. So they're not just going to ruins and rumbles or going to the Coliseum, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to make it fun and educational for them, so that for years to come, they're talking about that time that their family went to Europe. And they enjoy being taken care of. Our ships are made just as much for adults as they are for kids. We have children's clubs that have 5 age group dedicated to different age groups to help promote socialization and friendships with age-appropriate and educational activities. Plenty of entertainment for the whole family, from our ropes course to our water slides, family building activities and competitions. So really, any guest will have a wonderful time on our ships, but really engaging and experiencing those multicultural experiences is something that we definitely pride ourselves on. And just to touch on some MSC Cruises awards, accolades, and recognitions, we're very proud of the awards that we receive. Just a quick glance at some of the ones that we've received. The Porthole most recently for Reader's Choice, offering our best onboard technology, best theme cruises, and most eco-friendly cruise line, which speaks again to how committed and dedicated we are to respecting the sea and the destinations that we travel to. So very proud of those as well. So now to talk about the 4 ships that we currently have sailing in the Caribbean. We're very excited because we have just announced our new home port of Port Canaveral, where we will have a ship year-round, beginning once we're able to sail again. We were hoping for November, but now it's looking like December. So we're very excited to be welcoming the MSC Seaside, which will be leaving her home port of Miami and joining Port Canaveral and sailing 3, 4, and 7-night sailings from Port Canaveral to the Bahamas, Caribbean, and Ocean Key. She'll be there till March, and then following, once she moves over to Europe, we'll go ahead and put the MSC Divina at Port Canaveral. The MSC Divina is a classic, diva ship. She is a diva like no other. She has beautiful, wonderful entertainment areas, beautiful pools. We have a wonderful infinity pool on the Divina, as well as many bars and lounges that are just so enticing and so different. Everything from a jazz lounge to the black and white lounge to the sports bar. So really something for everybody. We have the MSC Armonia, which was our small boutique ship. She is the oldest ship in our fleet, but our fleet really only debuted in 2004. So with Armonia being the oldest ship and only 16 years old, has already gone through an extensive refurbishment, as we called it, our Renaissance program back in 2014. So really was able to bring a lot of the new technology and features at that time onto an older ship. So she's our boutique ship. She carries about 2,000 passengers, and she will be doing 3, 4, and 7-night cruises from Miami. And then the MSC MERAVIGLIA, this ship right here is our ship for all seasons. She came to us in Miami in 2019 after coming over from her seasons in Europe, and she's done so well that we are going to be doing 7-night cruises year-round from Miami on MSC MERAVIGLIA, offering Eastern and Western Caribbean itineraries. So very excited about that. So now for a little bit more about each of these ships. As I said, the MSC MERAVIGLIA, she's part of our MERAVIGLIA Plus class ship. So she's actually very similar to the GRANDIOSA, which is sailing right now in Europe. We call her our ship for all seasons because she can do just as well here in the Caribbean, providing plenty of outdoor activities and space. And then she goes over to the Northern Europe in the summer, where she, it's cooler temperatures, but there's still plenty to do indoors. We have a full indoor basketball court, a full indoor pool, which the roof does retract. So if it is nice and sunny, we're able to bring that sun right into that solarium pool. But if it's a little too chilly for you, but you still want to enjoy it, you can absolutely enjoy it in the solarium. So she features 3 main pools, her aft pool, and then of course the indoor-outdoor pool. And then this picture right here is of our main pool. And as you can see, there's some really great sunbeds, lining the water here. And something that I love that MSC Cruises really stands out in my book when it comes to their ship design is they're constantly putting different sculptures and really adding artwork and making it not just a cruise, but just this extraordinary, you know, museum almost of these statues and these paintings and these pictures that, you know, you won't see on necessarily every cruise line, but it kind of makes you feel like you're at this high-end boutique hotel, and I just think that that's so awesome. And then, of course, for all you daredevils out there, the Himalayan Rope Bridge and Polar Aqua Park. And don't be fooled that there's just kids on this. There's plenty of adults that do it too, and let me tell you, it's definitely a workout. So you'll definitely be feeling some of those muscles that you didn't even know were there, but it is a great time. It's located on the back of the ship, so it's a great area for the ropes bridge and the water slides, and all the other activities as well. And then this right here, the bottom right hand corner, is our LED promenade, our LED dome that's featured along the promenade. We have a 2-story open air promenade, and it is lined by this 315-foot central promenade LED dome. It's the largest at sea. And what I think is so beautiful about this is that it changes throughout the day. So as of right now, you see those stained glass kind of looking like the Champs-Élysées in Paris. The next day, it could be the Sistine Chapel, the paintings, the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. It could even be a special message. If you are looking for, we can customize it. If you are celebrating a family reunion or an anniversary, or if you want to pop the question to that special someone, we can go ahead and customize that for you. So you can ask that question right there. One of my colleagues did it on our meeting, on our national sales meeting last year on the MERAVIGLIA, and asked his girlfriend to marry him. And it was such a sweet and such a wonderful moment that all of us got to take part in. So it was really special, and it just brought that whole experience up a notch and truly made it memorable. So anything you want, we can do it. And then the MSC Armonia, of course, our classic and charming. Again, one of the smallest in our fleet, but also one of the favorites of our fleet as well. Many cruisers do enjoy her because she kind of brings you back to that old world of cruising. We have a main pool with our Do-Re-Mi spray park for the children. Our MSC Aria Spa, now you cannot be sitting on those warm stone beds looking out at the ocean each day and waiting to reach your next port of call. You can always find me in the spa, that's for sure. And then our intimate theater with our world-class shows. MSC Cruises is known for our world-class entertainment, and this is just because it's a smaller ship doesn't mean we do smaller productions. We have Broadway-style shows. We have a different show each night of the cruise. Because we do cater to such a large international audience, you necessarily won't see comedians or other entertainment types, because or magicians, it may not portray through all the languages served within our ships, but our Broadway style shows constantly bring the energy and bring the excitement, and is raved about through all sailings. And then the Seaside. The Seaside was actually the first ship that was built with MSC Cruises, that was built specifically for the American market. The MSC Seaside was actually designed to be styled after a Miami Beach condo. So as you can see here, the aft of the ship very much looks like a condo that you would find in South Beach or in Miami Beach. And when she's, docked at the port of Miami, she fits right in with that Miami skyline. So she really does offer some really wonderful amenities. She has 11 different stateroom types, including a 2-bedroom suite, and of course our MSC Yacht Club. She features 2 of the longest zip lines at sea, which are very fun and also very exciting and free of charge. There's not an additional charge to do this, the zip lining, so you can do it as much or as little as you like while you're cruising. Stunning sea views. This bridge right here is called our Bridge of Sighs. You can kind of see that it overlooks the ocean, and it's actually see-through glass. So some people, it's very funny to watch them kind of run across it real fast and be like, I did it. And others just love to take some really breathtaking photos up there. So whatever is right for you, definitely don't miss out on that. The Seaside features over 73% balconies. She is bringing our guests closer to the sea than any other ship out there. She provides outdoor space, a open air promenade, and just bringing our guests closer to the sea to really experience, the sea and the sun and the warmth while sailing in the Caribbean. And then she is our ship that follows the sun. So wherever the sun is going, that is where the Seaside is going. And then the Divina, of course, as I said, a diva like no other. She has wonderful amenities, elegant lounges. She also boasts the largest theater at sea with over 1,600 seats. And something else that I just wanted to point out is that all of our theaters are built with very little obstruction. As you can see here, there is not a bad seat in the house. So at over 1,600 seats, of course, with social distancing, we will be reducing capacity. But with the largest theater at sea, we really are able to bring our guests, and everybody can truly enjoy. I mean, the Divina only holds about 3,400 guests. So everybody will have the opportunity to see shows. There's never going to be a sold out show in this theater. So she really is a beautiful ship. I love her. I think that, and our godmother of all of our ships is actually Sophia Loren, and the Divina features a Sophia Loren suite. So I have not yet had the opportunity to see it, but I've seen pictures and it looks amazing. So definitely check that out because you can't miss the Sophia Loren suite. So as I mentioned, the Seaside and the Divina will be offering 3, 4, and 7-night cruises out of Port Canaveral. She'll leave on Thursdays and Sundays. So this is a really great opportunity that if you've never tried MSC Cruises, this gives you that opportunity to get on a quick 3 or 4 night cruise out of Port Canaveral. Very easy to drive to, and go ahead and give us a try on 2 of our best ships. As I said, the Seaside will be there until March, and then Divina will take over for her come early April. So we're very excited that all of our itineraries will feature the Caribbean, the Bahamas, and our new private Bahamian destination, Ocean Cay MSC Marine Reserve. So this is just a sample of some of the itineraries that we'll be offering from Port Canaveral. On Port Canaveral from Seaside on 7 nights, we'll be offering, from Port Canaveral, you'll be going to Ocean Cay, and you'll actually be doing an overnight in Ocean Cay on select itineraries. So this is really unique and something that I haven't seen other cruise lines do and our competitors do. So it's very exciting to see that we're really embracing our new private island and giving our guests the ability to really enjoy it and enjoy their time on the island from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. the following night. And we have some outstanding activities and nighttime entertainment that we'll get to. And then to Cozumel, Mexico, Costa Maya, at sea, and back to Port Canaveral. On our 4-night cruises, you will go to Nassau, again, Ocean Cay for an overnight, and then back to Port Canaveral. So really taking that time to enjoy the island. On our 4 nights on the Seaside, there will be the option for an even longer stay on some of the itineraries as well. So most sailings have an overnight, not all of them. You'll have to check with your travel partner and go ahead and see what is available for your selected sailing. And then the 3-night, unfortunately, we're not able to get in a full overnight at Ocean Cay, but you will have a call at Nassau as well as Ocean Cay. And we have some really wonderful pricing, starting at $539 per person for 7 nights and $199 for 4 and 3 nights. So a really great quick getaway once we're all comfortable cruising in this post-coronavirus world and able to really enjoy a vacation, because we all deserve one. And then Divina will have very similar itineraries with calls at an overnight at Ocean Cay on many of her itineraries, and calls to the Nassau and to Costa Maya. And Belize City is actually a new port of call that we'll be calling on come April. So again, very similar pricing for our 3 and 4 night and 7 night on the Divina out of Port Canaveral. So then Ocean Cay MSC Marine Reserve. So she'll remain a key highlight in all of our MSC Cruises ships that are sailing from Miami, or from Florida, excuse me. And what's great is that our island sits just 65 miles from Miami, and the island is currently surrounded by 64 square miles of marine reserve. So we're offering guests a unique opportunity to discover local marine life, soak up the spirit of Bahamian culture, and reconnect with themselves and each other. So our private island, which I absolutely love, and it's beautiful, and we just opened it in December of 2019. So we haven't had very many visitors, but those that have been have had rave reviews about it, and we very much appreciate it and look forward to only building up the island as we continue. So what I really love is that it is exclusive to MSC guests, which means that only MSC guests sailing on us will be able to visit Ocean Cay. We usually will only have 1 ship there at a time, which means that it's just the guests off your ship to indulge and explore an entire island all to yourself. We have ocean discovery excursions and activities to see marine life. Because we are so focused on our respect of the sea and cultivating that ocean life and really protecting that ocean life, we have actually a coral nursery on our island, which we have natural marine biologists currently helping us to restore coral. So a great excursion that I love is the snorkeling excursion, where you can actually go and plant your own coral, and you can come back years to come and see how it's grown and taken to the wildlife. We have a Bahamian style village to shop local arts and crafts. We have a luxurious relaxation at the Ocean Key, at the Spot Ocean Key. And then we're there from morning till night, sometimes even overnight. And there's wonderful activities throughout the island. So again, some of the experiences on Ocean Key, as you can see, we dock right there. So there is no tendering required, which means you can come on and off the ship as much as you'd like, and throughout the day, even through the evening, to really get all the enjoyment out of Ocean Key. Again, our Bahamian style village to shop, eat, drink, and relax. We have a Hemingway style lighthouse that is featured on our island. It's kind of the pillar of our island, and it features a Hemingway style bar at the bottom of it. So it's a great place to grab a drink and watch the sunset. Our Ocean Key excursions, everything from snorkeling to kayaking, paddleboarding, and more. Our spa is also featured on Ocean Key, where you can go ahead and have a wonderful, serene massage right there on the ocean and listen to those ocean waves as you are relaxed and pampered. And entertainment and activities. In the evening time, you will see that we light up our lighthouse for a wonderful light and music laser show. We do this twice a night so that you can really, the best place to see it, by the way, is from the ship. So even though it's on our island, the best place to see it is on the ship. It's a great, great photo op. Not only that, but we have glow nighttime paddle boarding. We have a traditional Junkanoo parade, so really bringing that Bahamian culture in. Beachside stargazing, something that we're not able to do here in Miami and Fort Lauderdale because of too much light pollution, but out there the stars just light up the sky, and we really offer a really cool excursion allowing you to do that. And then, of course, at night after the light show, we also have a live party and bonfire out on the island too. So we're bringing the party, it's basically an extension of the ship. So really bringing you to that island and giving you that full experience off our ship as an extension of MSC Cruises. So now we're going to watch a quick video. So I don't know about you, but I would much prefer to be on our private island right now than here. So with that, we have some very exciting news. You know, we're still delivering new ships. Even through all of this, MSC remains committed to bringing our guests and new experiences and new technology and new ships. So with that, we have the MSC Seashore, which is our Seaside Evolution class, to Miami come November of 2021. So we're so excited. She's newer and she's bigger than the Seaside. So even though Seaside is leaving us here in March, we have a brand new sister ship coming in November, and we couldn't be more delighted to have her. So some of the new features that will be featured on the Seashore will be, she's going to be a little bit bigger than the Seaside. So everything that you love and know about the MSC Seaside is being enhanced on the Seashore. So she'll have a new double deck lounge, a bigger indoor pool with more lounge space, new thermal areas and featured inside the spa area. Our spa is over 40,000 square feet on some of our biggest ships on the MERAVIGLIA, and this will be even larger. So we're really taking a lot of pride in our spa. It's a traditional Balinese spa offering everything from a sauna and a steam room to a thalassotherapy pool, a salt room or salt cave, and relaxation room, plus an Arctic room. So plenty of relaxation can be enjoyed within the spa. We're enlarging the children's area. We'll have a brand new theater, a new interactive water park with virtual reality. So again, really honing in on that new technology that we're bringing and those new experiences for our guests. A new main restaurant and a new guest-only restaurant for guests of the ARIA experience. So we're really looking forward to having her here in Miami, and we cannot wait. So with that, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about our MSC Yacht Club, which Charlie so wonderfully spoke about earlier. She really is the epitome of luxury at sea and the true definition of a ship within a ship. So an enclave of luxury and privacy in an exclusive part of the ship. So our yacht club and many of our ships take up the forward part of the ship. So you have some of the best views from the top of the lounge, which is the MSC Yacht Club area, only area for the lounge. And it is only accessible by key card. So only members and guests that are staying within the yacht club are allowed in. So really making that truly inclusive and exclusive place to be. Included with the yacht club, you'll have everything from a dedicated priority check-in and check-out. You'll have 24-hour butler service and dedicated concierge, unlimited complimentary drinks in all MSC club areas, as well as restaurants and bars throughout the ship. Complimentary access to that wonderful thermal suite in the spa, relaxation amenities in each suite. You'll have a newspaper delivered each day. You can have complimentary luggage packing and unpacking services, and the opportunity to organize private shopping sessions within our promenades, as well as tailor-made excursions. So really anything that you could imagine or you would want within your cruise, you can have it with your butler and our concierge service within the MSC Yacht Club. The Yacht Club offers a range of suites and magnificently appointed Yacht Club suites, and they're tailored to fit your need with space, elegance, and attention to detail everywhere you look. So included, we have our Royal Suite, which you can find on several of our ships, depending on the cabin and the suite type. Will depend on what type of ship it's on. We have our Executive and Family Suites. These are very large. They don't have a balcony, but they have a panoramic sealed window, floor to ceiling, you know, to really give you that view out to the sea. Our Deluxe Suite, which was designed by our renowned architects, which are featured on our MERAVIGLIA, Seaside, and Fantasia class ships. They're beautifully appointed, so well done. They all include in the MSC Yacht Club the MSC For Me, which is the app that we use, as well as Zoe, which is your personal assistant. You can ask her anything what's happening within your MSC ship, even what time you have scheduled you're dining for and where you're going to be dining. She's kind of like those personal assistants that you would find at home, but now we've brought it to our ships. And then something that I think is really cool that we've introduced is that interior suite. So if you're interested in all of the wonderful luxuries of the yacht club, but you don't necessarily need the balcony or an ocean view because you don't spend a lot of time in your room, you can still have that, that luxury of an interior suite. So really offering a wide array of suites and accommodations for you to choose what's right for your family. MSC Yacht Club does have a dedicated restaurant. So this is a la carte, and it's open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, offering you the opportunity to dine how you want and when you want. There is not a dining time required at the MSC Yacht Club restaurant. So you get to know your waiter and your sommelier, and complimentary drinks are served in the dining room as well as on board throughout all bars and lounges. You have your own private pool deck, so complimentary refreshments from the bar while sunbathing, complimentary dedicated pool snacks. You have a buffet area on several of our ships that is dedicated only to the yacht club guests. And then you have a private pool and whirlpool tub. And of course, those beautiful ocean views from the forward top of the ship. Sometimes I like to say you have better views than the captain. So, and that's what our captains like to say too, is that our yacht club guests have a better view than the captain. And then you get to enjoy the Aria Spa, as I spoke about earlier, really having complimentary access to that thermal suite, meaning anytime it's open, you are welcome to go. And you can also have a dedicated MSC Yacht Club room for any massages or treatments upon request for a separate charge based on the menu. So now we're going to go ahead and get into a little bit about what we're currently promoting. We are actively promoting, we are actively selling, we are excited to welcome our guests on board. And with that, we know how hard this pandemic has been on all of us, but especially our healthcare workers, and we can't do this without them. So in our way of saying thank you, MSC Cruises is honored to offer healthcare workers a discount of up to 50% of their cruise fare as soon as you're ready to vacation. So it's for bookings that you book now through April 30th of 2021. So even if you're not ready to cruise, and by no means are we through this pandemic, and we know how hard our healthcare heroes are working, the ability to book through April 30th, 2021 for any cruise departing through December 31st, 2021. So really giving you a wider range of window to plan your vacation. And this is for any sailing worldwide. So even if you've done the Caribbean, you're looking to go to Europe, this might be a wonderful opportunity to take advantage of a great sail. So it does include firefighters. There are some stipulations as to who is counted within the healthcare workers, but go ahead and speak with Charlie and Sherrie, and you guys can go ahead and discuss to determine your eligibility. But we have 3 discount levels. So right now for departures through March 2021, it's 50%, 30% for April and May 2021 departures, and then 20% for June through December. So again, some really great promotions going on right now, especially to thank our healthcare workers. We wanted to make sure that we were one of the first lines to provide that, and it's been doing very well. And it's our way of saying thank you, working so hard through all of this. We know it's not easy. And then some of our more general promotions right now we have going on, it's called Fall for Cruising, and it's been extended through October 13th, and then we'll have another promotion starting after that. But this is for based out of our Florida ships to the Caribbean. So it's on 4 beautiful ships, 2 great offers. It includes up to $300 of stateroom credit. It can, and also if you're sailing on the Seaside or the Divina at a Port Canaveral, it'll be a balcony upgrade from an interior room. So you'll pay an interior price and receive a free balcony upgrade in addition to that onboard credit that you would receive. And kids sail free. This is something that I don't think a lot of people know about MSC Cruises, is that we offer kids sail free for a majority of the year. We have very dynamic pricing for children. Children under 2, or excuse me, from 2 to 11 are generally free, just paying port taxes and fees. And then from ages 12 to 17, it's a significantly reduced rate off of what an adult would pay. So it's a very family-friendly cruise line. We want to make it affordable for families to cruise because we know how important family is. And that's one of the pillars of who we are, is we are a family brand, we are a family company. So we know how important it is for those families to make those memories and create those experiences for them. And then our Escape to Sea, this is something that we always have going on. This is our best rate in the Caribbean. It doesn't have any frills on it. It's just to get on the cruise. You just need to get away. You don't need the drinks. You don't need the internet. You just want to disconnect disconnect and relax, this escape to sea cruise only rate is perfect for you. And it's available on all of our Caribbean cruises and on our worldwide cruises as well. And it will be the lowest rate available. But then if you're looking for that all-in, all-inclusive experience for you and your guests, or for you and your family, you can enjoy free drinks and free Wi-Fi in our all-in package. So it includes free drink package as well as free Wi-Fi. And it's available on our Eastern and Western Caribbean itineraries, as well as our Bahamian itineraries as well. And then also, because we do have ongoing special offers, we have military, we honor our military with up to a 10% discount depending on the room type booked, as well as civil servants with up to a 10% discount. And of course, our teachers. We know our teachers are working harder this year than they've ever worked before. And so to thank you for your service and for all that you do for your children and your students, it's up to a 10% discount. And these can extend, the military one extends to multiple staterooms. And there's 0 penalties for redeployment if and so you are redeployed when you were supposed to be cruising. We offer a special honeymooners rate as well as anniversary packages. So again, really something for everyone and really wanting to show our appreciation for you. But definitely that honeymooners and anniversary package is something special as well. So to commemorate all of those special moments in your life. And lastly, we have our status match program. We know that MSC Cruises is new to this cruising industry and to this cruising game here in America, but we want to make sure that our guests know how much we appreciate them and their loyalty. So what we do is we will match your loyalty status with other travel brands, whether it be a cruise line or a hotel, and you're able to sign up for a Voyagers Club for free and receive a matching status card. So depending on, you'll take your highest loyalty that you have with a cruise line or a hotel, and we'll match it to where it will fit within our program. And we always guarantee you guys a 5% discount on any booking plus much more. Currently, we have a promotion that's offering a 10% discount for our Voyager Club members. So really great savings, really great amenities. Depending on where you will be within the program, you'll receive some wonderful amenities, including priority boarding and disembarkation, late stateroom checkout, an invitation to our private Diamond Club party, complimentary wine and chocolate dipped fruit, and a free 1-hour thermal area in the MSC Aria spa, and so much more. So this is a wonderful way that if you haven't tried MSC and you are a loyalist with another cruise line, we know how hard you work to attain that status with those cruise lines and hotels. We want to go ahead and honor that because we know that you're going to enjoy MSC Cruises. And with that, once you've sailed with us once, you just have to sail with us every 2 years to keep that status, and you start earning points right from that status. So you're not starting with 0 points. You're starting at that level as if you've cruised with us 100 times before. So we really enjoy having new clients and new guests come on board and really enjoy the MSC experience without feeling like you're giving up or you're cheating on your other cruise line or you're cheating on your hotel line. So it's a really wonderful way to come and experience the MSC cruise. So with that, I would like to thank you guys so much for joining us today. And if there are any questions, please put them in the chat box and Sherrie will share them with us.
Christina, I have to tell you that I could feel the gentle breeze and I could smell the sea air. Those photos were so vivid. I'm ready to go now. I wish we could go now.
Me too. I wish we were doing this on board.
Really, that would be wonderful. This has been so wonderful and I think so informative for everybody, and people that are not familiar with MSC Cruises. This is a great opportunity to try this product. And like Christina said, you may be Diamond with Royal Caribbean, you may be Platinum with somebody else. It doesn't matter. They will match that in their program so that you can get on board and try this product. One of the things that I thoroughly enjoyed on board the Divina was Italy. Italy is the restaurant in New York that is a very well-known Italian restaurant, and they have Italy on board, and it's E-A-T-L-Y, E-A-T-A-L-Y, Italy, and it is on board that absolutely fabulous. Food, you're going to have a lot of, because the cruise line is an Italian line, You're going to have some wonderful pastas, some wonderful Italian dishes, and it's just a great experience. But Christina, thank you so much. I don't see any questions right now. We did get a comment that Ocean Cay looked wonderful. So
yes.
Let me give you this information. If you have a desire to get additional information, go to our website at jcp.travel. That's not .com. We tried to get jcp.com, but JCPenney's was a bunch of fuss budgets about it. So we have jcp.travel, or you can call us at 615-833-0922. Again, that's 615-833-0922. Anyone that answers will be able to give you information about MSC. And again, I want to stress how much we enjoyed the Yacht Club. It was spectacular, and with all of the amenities and things to do on these ships, it has to be almost the perfect experience.
It truly is. And Christina, again, we thank you so much for your time. We thank our guests for being here today, and we will see you all the next time. Thanks so much for being here. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.